Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradham Hari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradham Hari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanakam Hari Yamunatira Vanakam Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradham Hari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradham Hari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanakam Hari Yamunatira Vanakam Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradham Hari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradham Hari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamunatiravanatangari Yamunatiravanatangari Jaya Radha Madhavan Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhavan Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Jaya Radha Kund Bihari Radha Kund Bihari Radhe Jaya Radha Giridhari Radha Giridhari Radhe Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe Jaya Radha Gopinata Radha Gopinata Radhe Jaya Radha Jambadara Radha Jambadara Radhe Jaya Radha Ramana Radha Ramana Radhe Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Gauranikai 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 Jaya Gauranikai Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Ashtottara Satta Sūkṣmatvāt A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jaya Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Ashtottara Satta Sūkṣmatvāt Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Kodi Vaishnavrinda ki, Jai Shri Rup Shri Sanatan Bhattaraganachi Jiv Gopala Uttaras Saraganachari Goswami Prabhu ki, Prem Se Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivadari Gaura Bhaktavrinda ki, Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopal Gopi Gopinacha Mukunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana ki, Vrindavan Dham ki, Mathura Dham ki, Mayapur Dham ki, Jagannath Dham ki, Vrinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki, Bhakti Devi ki, Ganga Yamuna Devi ki, Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki, Sri Sri Gaunitai ki, Sri Sri Krishna Balaram ki, Sri Sri Radha Shyama Sundar ki, Gaur Premanande Hare Hare Bol, Samavita Bhakta Vrinda ki, all glories to the Assembled devotees, all glories to the Assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. 16, reading from the Bhagavad-gītā, 13th chapter, text number 16. Bahir antaś bhūtānām, acaram carameva ca, sūkṣmatvāt tad avijñeyaṁ, dūra-stham cāntike tat, bahir antaś bhūtānām, acaram carameva ca, sūkṣmatvāt tad avijñeyam, dūra-stham cāntike tat, bahir antaś bhūtānām, acaram carameva ca, sūkṣmatvāt tad avijñeyam, dūra-stham cāntike tat,
bahir antaś bhūtānām, acaram carameva ca, sūkṣmatvāt avijñeyam, dūra-stham cāntike tat,
bahir antaś bhūtānām, acaram carameva ca, sūkṣmatvāt avijñeyam, dūra-stham cāntike tat, bahir antaś bhūtānām, acaram caram eva ca, sūkṣmatvāt avijñeyam, dūra-stham cāntike tat.
Mataji's.
bahir antaś bhūtānām,
acaram carameva ca, sūkṣmatvāt avijñeyam, dūra-stham cāntike tat.
Bahir, outside, anta, inside, cha, also, bhūtānām, of all living entities, acaram, not moving, caram, moving, eva, also, cha, and sūkṣmatvāt, on account of being subtle,
on account of being subtle,
that,
that
avijñeyaṁ,
avijñeyaṁ,
unknowable,
unknowable,
dūra-stham,
dūra-stham,
far away,
far away,
cha, also, antike,
antike,
near,
near,
cha, and that. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Āsīno Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation: the Supreme Truth exists outside and inside of all living beings, the moving and the non-moving. Because He is subtle, is beyond the power of the material senses to see or to know. Although far, far away, He is also near to all. Purport. In Vedic literature, we understand that Nārāyaṇa, the Supreme Person, is residing both outside and inside of every living entity. He is present in both the spiritual and material worlds. Although He is far, far away, still He is near to us. These are the statements of Vedic literature. Āsīno dūraṁ vrajati, Shayano yati sarvataha Kaṭha Upaniṣad. And because He is always engaged in transcendental bliss, we cannot understand how He is enjoying His full opulence. We cannot see or understand with these material senses. Therefore, in the Vedic language, it is said that to understand Him, our material mind and senses cannot act. But one who has purified his mind and senses by practicing Krishna consciousness in devotional service can see Him constantly. It is confirmed in Brahma-saṁhitā that the devotee who has developed love for the Supreme God can see Him always without cessation. And it is confirmed in Bhagavad-gītā that He can be seen and understood only by devotional service. Bhaktya tananyaya shakya. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshodan Mritam Yanam Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Yudhabadagamanan Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raganatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadotam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prajavano Sade Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bahir antaś bhūtānām acaraṁ caram evacha sūkṣmatvāt tat avijñeyaṁ dūra-stham cāntike chatat. The Supreme Truth exists outside and inside of all living beings, the moving and the non-moving. Because he's subtle, is beyond the power of the material senses to see or to know. Although far, far away, he is also near to all. So ultimately, in the human form of life, we have to try to see Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything. And we are the eternal servants of Krishna. That is, in the human form of life, that we can understand that we are not this body, that we are spirit soul. It is in the human form of life that we can directly approach the Supreme Lord by the mercy of the Spirit Master, by worshipping the deity form of the Lord. And we can glorify the Lord by chanting verses in His glorification. And then by the mercy of the Lord, so we can see the Lord inside our heart, and we can see Krishna everywhere. So Krishna is mentioned here. Krishna is most subtle, sūkṣmatvāt. So we have experience of this material body, material objects, and we can also understand, or anyone who has some intelligence, that beyond this gross body there is a subtle body. Although we cannot see the subtle body, but we can understand the presence of the subtle body. By the mercy of the Lord, by the mercy of the Spirit Master, the great saintly devotees of the Lord, by reading the scriptures, we can gain knowledge in regards to the Supreme Lord, in regards to this material world, and in regards to ourselves as spirit souls, part and parcel in Krishna, and also in regards to material nature. So as explained in the Bhagavad-gītā, throughout the Bhagavad-gītā, so complete knowledge is given. So we may, by practice, by devotional service, not only theoretically, but then also practically understand or realize ourselves and realize the Supreme Lord. So Krishna is more subtle than the most subtle thing in this world. Krishna is actually beyond this material world. The material body is made of the elements of the material world, both the gross and the subtle body. But the spirit soul, the jivatma, is beyond this material world ultimately. But in conditioned life, the embodied soul is identifying with this material body, and therefore he is struggling in this material world. But by the mercy of the Supreme Lord, by reading the scriptures, by hearing from the devotees, then we can understand the Lord, and we can then also practically realize Him. So here is mentioned also in this verse that He's beyond the power of the material senses to see or to know. So with our material senses we cannot see Krishna. We cannot hear Krishna. We cannot know Krishna. We cannot touch Krishna. So it's beyond this material world. Atasi Krishna na bhavet, nagremeva. Atasi Krishna na bhavet, and what is it? Nagrendriyayi semukhe jivado swayameva sparatyadaha. Atasi Krishna na bhavet indriyai. So with the material senses, we cannot understand Krishna, Namadi, Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's pastimes. Graimendriyai, with his material senses. Seva mukhe jivado swayameva sparatyataha. But by the seven mukh, by our being inclined to serve, unmukh, seva unmukh, inclined to serve. If seva vritti is there, seva bhav is there, I should serve Krishna. But then also jivado, that by practically engaging in service, jivado, starting with the tongue, by chanting the holy names, the Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And by taking nice Krishna prasadam. Then slowly but surely we can understand Krishna, we can realize Krishna. Krishna will manifest. Swayam eva spuratyadaha. Swayam, he himself, spurti, he will manifest. So we chant the holy names, but then we have to hear about Krishna, his wonderful name, form, qualities and pastimes. And we have to engage in practical devotional service. Of course, chanting the holy names is also seva. It's actually most important form of devotional service, chanting the holy names. But in the beginning stage, when material consciousness is there, and one is then engaged in various activities, not only chanting the holy names, so we must have some other engagement, a spiritual engagement, and that also specifically hearing about Krishna, the glories of his names, his transcendental form, beautiful form of Krishna, Shyama Sundar. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is mentioned in the scriptures. And then his beauty is also described. Krishna's transcendental form, Satchidananda Vigraha, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So Krishna is Parameshwar. Ishwar means the Lord. Param, the Supreme Lord. Satchit Ananda Vigraha. He has a form. And his form is transcendental. Satchit Ananda. Eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. So he's the cause of all causes. So his name is also Govinda. Beautiful prayers by Lord Brahma, Brahma-saṁhitā, describing Krishna's form, his qualities, and to some extent his pastimes. Chintamani prakarasadmasakalpa vriksha lakshavaritesu sarvira vipalayantam lakshmi sahasra sarasam brahma-saṁhitā govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So the transcendental Lord, the transcendental abode of the Lord is Chinmay, it is transcendental. It is made of Chintamani, transcendental touchstone. And there are wish-fulfilling trees there. And many cows are there giving so much milk. And so the spiritual world, just like Krishna is transcendental, it is spiritual. So similarly, everything in the spiritual world is transcendental, eternal, full of bliss and knowledge. And there Krishna is accompanied, or Krishna is served by his friends, his associates, the gopis, and they perform wonderful pastimes. Venum kanantam aravindadalaya taksam barharvatam samasitam buddhasundarangam kandarpakoti kamaniya vishesha shobham govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Further it is described, Venum kanantam. So Krishna is playing the flute, Venu, or Vamsi, Murli. So different kinds of flutes are there, of Krishna, small one, medium one and long one. And he has beautiful bodily features. So his beautiful face is there and eyes just like lotus petals. Very beautiful. And then, so also this further is explained that the pure devotees, premanjana, churida bhakti vilochanena, santa sadeva hiriyeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achinta guna sarupam govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami. The devotees whose eyes are anointed with the salve of love, they can always see Krishna, Santa Sadeva, Hiriyeshu, in their heart. Shama Sundar is his name also. Very beautiful, just like the dark blue rain cloud. As today we can see, so many rain clouds are here. Very beautiful color. And so he is accompanied by his beloveds, especially gopis, and headed by Srimati Radharani. Kanaka jalada gatro nila sanab janetro. So Krishna is just like the rain cloud. Another name for cloud, jalada, that which is giving rain. And Srimati Radharani, Kanaka, golden complexion. Tribanglalit Shama Sundar. So his form is very beautiful and slightly bent in three places. And Srimati Radharani's form also. She is known as Tribangi, Srimati Radharani. And so they are accompanied by the other gopis, Lalita, Vishaka. So that is actually the goal of life, to see the divine couple performing the pastimes, and then not only that, but after giving the body, to go to where Radha Krishna performed their pastimes and enter the pastimes of the divine couple. Of course, it is not so easy to attain perfection, it takes time. And one has to very seriously practice devotional service, beginning with the chanting of the holy names, the Mahamantra, and then perform different services given by the spiritual master. And then slowly but surely one can progress. Slowly but surely one can become attached to Krishna and detached from this material world. So, by constant endeavor, by practice, and by trying to become detached from this material world, we can slowly but surely progress. So Krishna has very nicely explained about the process of devotional service in the Bhagavad-gītā to Arjuna for our benefit. And then this, as in this chapter, it's explaining this knowledge and then explaining about the living entity, the jiva, the spirit soul, who is situated in this material world. And he's explained about consciousness. So consciousness ultimately means Krishna consciousness, being conscious of Krishna. So if Krishna consciousness is not there, then material consciousness is there. By the association of the devotees who are Krishna conscious, so by engaging in devotional activities, slowly but surely, so we can keep Krishna in the center, and then we will be conscious of Krishna. So Krishna is very kind, and Krishna is trying to help the conditioned soul directly also. And Krishna is situated in everyone's heart and is there also, as explained here in this Bhagavad-gītā, and that is there as the super soul, Paramatma, situated in everyone's heart, and there is guiding, he's trying to help the conditioned souls. So from within is there, as Paramatma, the super soul, or if one is more advanced, then Krishna himself will be there. At the beginning of life, one is not aware of the absolute truth completely. Krishna and Krishna's expansions, the spiritual world, the material world, and all the details of this material existence. Then the super soul is there, Paramatma, who is trying to guide the jiva. And those who are fortunate, they will be able to take some guidance. But in conditioned state, if one is under the modes of material nature, it is not possible to always take guidance from within. Sometimes it is explained also the sixth sense. Someone feels something is there telling us something, some kind of voice is there. That is actually the super soul trying to help us. But at the same time, the material mind is there also, is also telling us to do this or to do that. And the material mind actually so is entangling the spirit soul in this material world. But with the help of intelligence, with the help of the spiritual master, the scriptures, we should understand what is to be done and what is not to be done, what is proper and what is not proper. And then we can also then differentiate between one is actually the voice of the Lord the guidance of the Lord from within and what is the mind saying. But even as devotees, sometimes we don't know exactly what to do, and then we pray also to the deities, to Guru Garanga Krishna, what shall I do now? And then we pray for guidance. But then still we are not always sure. Krishna is there and is there to guide us, to help us. But sometimes it is not clear. Therefore the spiritual master is also manifested. The initiating spiritual master or the instructing spiritual master or the one who is showing the path, Vatma Pradarshak Guru. So it's the one who is showing the path, giving some guidance, and then Shiksha Guru is the one who is giving instructions, and the Diksha Guru is the initiating spiritual master who is initiating us in spiritual life, who is giving us a spiritual name. And by his mercy then we'll be accepted by Krishna. So the spiritual master is the representative of Krishna. Krishna Kripa Srimurti, the embodiment of the mercy of Krishna. And then the instructing spiritual master is there. Shiksha Guru is also the representative of the Lord. And that is explained also more clearly in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So the Diksha Guru and the Shiksha Guru are there, and then the Super Soul himself, Krishna himself. They are there trying to help us, to guide us. And then so with the help of Hari, the Supreme Lord, Guru, and then the Vaishnavas, so especially those who are more advanced, then we are able to understand what to do and what not to do. Then we're getting some guidance, how to advance in spiritual life, some inspiration by which we can advance in our spiritual life. And then by constant engagement in devotional service, by constant practice, trying to develop genuine love for Krishna, some taste in chanting the holy names, in spiritual activities, then the more we become attached to Krishna, to the process of devotional service, then the more we become detached from this material world, material entanglement. And then the better we can also overcome all the difficulties which are there in life. So Prabhupada is explaining about how the Supreme Lord is there in our heart. And so quoting or just confirming from the Brahma-saṁhitā that by engaging in devotional service, then we can see Krishna. We can see Krishna in the heart of all the living entities. Stavara Jangava Deke, Nadeki, Murti Sarvatraya Nija Iste Deva Spurti. So the advanced devotee is not just seeing the body of the moving and unmoving as mentioned here. Acaram and caram. Acaram means not moving and caram means moving. Stavara Jangama, same. Stavar, those who are not moving, Jangama, those who are moving. So he's seeing, but he's not just seeing the body. Murti, the body, but Sarvataha, but wherever he sees, then Ishtadeva Spurti. Ishtadev, he sees his Ishtadev, the Lord. And Spurti actually is, again means manifested as Adasi Krishna Namadi Nabhavim Krima Injai. Sevamukhi jivado swayameva spuratyadaha. Spurti, manifest. So in the beginning we try to remember Krishna or the deity form of the Lord which we have seen. Although Krishna is explained here, we cannot be seen when we materialize, but Krishna is manifested in a form which we can see, the Acha-vigraha. And then by seeing the Acha-vigraha, by serving the Acha-vigraha, and by hearing about Krishna, then ultimately Krishna will reveal himself and he can be seen directly as he is, then he will manifest. So we see Krishna, the deity form, we hear about Krishna, his beautiful form, blackish in complexion, having a yellow dhoti, holding the flute, having a peacock feather in his crown. So by hearing, by seeing the deity, by serving, then we can have some remembrance. But Krishna is not yet fully manifest. But when we become more and more pure, then Krishna will manifest, and then we can see him as he is. When the love has developed, when the anatas, unwanted things in the heart, impurities are gone, when the consciousness becomes pure, then Krishna will manifest. And then we can see ourselves also as spirit soul, as eternal servant of Krishna, and our relationship with Krishna. So that is the aim of life. So by reading the Bhagavad-gītā, by hearing the Bhagavad-gītā, so slowly but surely we can perceive Krishna. As mentioned here also, dūra-stham. So he's far actually, in one sense, as we know, Golok Vrindavan is very far from here, the spiritual world. So from this point of view, he is very, very far. At the same time, he's also near, he's in our heart. But still, even in our heart, we cannot see him. We also may be looking inside our heart. When we close our eyes, so where is Krishna? Within us, we cannot see in the beginning. But by engaging in devotional service, then we can see him. And theoretically we can understand also. We have heard. So he's in our heart. And we are in this body. So situated in the heart region, the soul is there. So from that point of view also Krishna is very near, next to us, next to the spirit soul. But because of the curtain of the external energy, the curtain of Maya, we cannot see Krishna. Just like we go to the temple, so at 4:25 in the morning the doors are closed. We cannot see Krishna. But then Pujari is opening the doors at 4:30. Doors are open, but still we cannot see Krishna because the curtain is there. Then the Pujari is blowing the conch shell and then is pulling the curtain to one side, from one side to the other side. And then we can see, and we say, Jai Sisi Krishna Balaram ki, Sisi Gauritai ki, Sisi Radha Shama Sundar ki. And we can see the beautiful forms of the Lord. So, but then still also, if one is conditioned and material desires are there in the heart, impurities are there, even the form of the Lord is there in the temple, one cannot properly perceive him because of material consciousness and senses and material desires. But the more one becomes free, the more we can see Krishna, we can realize. And also in the heart. So the curtain of Maya is there. But when that is removed, then we can see Krishna as he is. And then A loving exchange is there with Krishna. So by constant practice, by serving, by praying, by begging for the mercy of the Lord, begging the mercy of His representative, the spiritual master. So then ultimately we'll be able to see Krishna as He is, to realize Krishna inside and outside, in our heart, in everyone's heart, everywhere. So we simply have to continue enthusiastically, and one has to be patient, and then we will achieve perfection sooner or later. Any question? Yes. Hare Krishna.
In the beginning you said Krishna is in everyone's heart. It's easy to think that way when devotees are all cooperating each other and help each other and serve nicely, putting Krishna at the center. But when you go through differences, like sometimes I can't believe how others think, how different we are. And when you go through argument and things like this, it's not easy to think that Krishna is in their heart as well. So how can we see more clearly, although we go through differences, how can we still see Krishna in everyone's heart?
Yes, very nice question and point. Yes, when everything is very smooth, everything is going very nicely, then we can more easily see or understand that Krishna is in our heart and is in everyone's heart. But yes, when the difficulties are there and devotees have another opinion, then we are wondering what's happening here. And usually we think that we are right. So, but actually, so we have to go beyond this material existence, because in the conditioned state, so first of all we are conditioned, and then others are also conditioned, and therefore, so Krishna may not fully manifest immediately, and therefore differences are there. But even you can see sometimes in the spiritual world, the different gopis are there, and that they have different consciousness, different moods, and different ways of how they want to serve Krishna. And therefore some differences are there. So because we are all individuals, and therefore some differences will be there. But then, yes, so everyone is keeping Krishna in the center. But still then sometimes some differences are there, and that we have to understand that it's just actually natural, because we are all individuals, and so different thinking, different moods are there, so some difference may be there. Therefore we have to try to be humble, tolerant, and be respectful towards others. And we try to understand that because of different nature, so therefore there's some difference there. And then we have to try, as Prabhupada said, your love for me will be shown by how much you cooperate with each other. So cooperation means that we try to understand the other person also, not that, okay, we try to do something together, but if the other person has another opinion, it should be my way. Or you go the highway, you go the other way, you go somewhere else. No, but we should try to see other person's mood, what they are trying to present, or what is their feeling, their understanding, and try to have a kind of compromise as much as possible. But sometimes it may not happen. But still then you have to see Krishna there also. And then even if things are not working out, still Krishna is there. And as explained. So because different persons have different opinions, different ways of thinking, or different moods are there, so therefore there is bound to be some difference there. But then still we have to see Krishna and try to see that Krishna has a plan. And maybe Krishna is testing me, or Krishna is testing my patience, or my tolerance, my humility. So we have to try to always see Krishna, even if the things are not working out nicely. Ishvaram yat karoti, shobhanam eva karoti. So whatever Krishna does is good. Even if sometimes we think, well, why this is happening to me? This problem. Why this is happening? I'm serving Krishna and still I'm facing so many problems. But many times then there's a reason for the problem, why the problem is there. So we have to try to see the hand of Krishna always, even in difficult times. Even the Pandavas, they had to undergo so many difficulties. But Krishna was there and they had faith in Krishna. And then we have to understand it's just the nature of this material world, that some difficulties are bound to be there. Or sometimes due to previous misdeeds, then we will get a reaction. Or even in this life, sometimes we do something which is not right and then there's a reaction. Or it is just the nature of this material world that things are bound to sometimes go wrong also. And even it is mentioned also by Krishna Bhagavad-gītā that every endeavor is covered by some sort of fault, just like fire is covered by smoke. You make a fire, sometimes the fire is burning nicely, but sometimes then the smoke is there. So, but then we have to continue, and then we have to see, and we will see that somehow things are continuing. And then sometimes after a little while we may see, oh, okay, now things are fine, and so Krishna wanted to show us something, or Krishna wanted to test us, whatever it may be. So whatever situation we are in, so we should always see Krishna. If things are working out, it is Krishna's mercy. If things are not working out, ultimately it is also Krishna's mercy. Whatever is happening is positive. So we should be positive, then everything is positive. So we have to make some mental adjustment. Sometimes it may be difficult. But if we do, and we keep Krishna in the center, then everything will be fine. If the outcome is positive, and if it is not so positive, still it is fine. Because Krishna is in the center. If Krishna is not in the center, then even if things are working out fine, what is the use? But Krishna should be in the center. So we have to practice, and then, so we have to be tolerant. And even if things are not working out so nicely, so that we have to understand in the material world, we should understand that difficulties will come. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but difficulty is always there. So we have to tolerate the difficulties, and we continue with our devotional service. In happiness or distress, we serve Krishna. And then, so then everything will be fine. So, that is the nature of the material world, that difficulties will be there. But we have to remain enthusiastic and fixed in our devotional service. And we have to be patient. And then success will be there. And we have to understand what is the ultimate success. So that is that we develop our love for Krishna, so much so that Krishna will appear before us, will manifest before us. So that is the goal. to develop our love for Krishna. And so that will be there. Actually, by nature, the love is there in our heart. Every soul, every jiva has love for Krishna ultimately, but it is covered. It is dormant. But by engaging in devotional service, slowly but slowly, it will manifest. And when it is fully manifest, then Krishna will reciprocate and he will manifest himself also. So that is the goal. But the difficulties are there and we have to just continue and understand that is the nature of this material world. The difficulties will be there. Sometimes more, sometimes less. So we have to practice to see Krishna always, in the difficulty also. Or when things are working out, we should also see Krishna. But sometimes the tendency is also there. Things are working out and we also don't remember Krishna. But then things are not working out and we thinking why this is not working out, and then we cry to Krishna. So therefore Queen Kunti was saying, I pray that these difficulties may come again and again and again, because then I'm remembering you, Krishna. So practically we can see in this world also. When things are okay, then a little bit we can remember Krishna. But if difficulties are there, then we're crying to Krishna, 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 help me. So therefore, it is not really negative. It is fine also, the problems are there. So just simply we have to try to remember Krishna always. And then everything is fine, everything is positive. And we'll be rewarded with transcendental happiness, transcendental realization, and Krishna Prasadam, the mercy of Krishna. Hare Krishna. So you can come and take some prasadam.